Pen storage. It can be quite a problem, right? Anyone who gets into the fountain pen hobby, or any kind of pen hobby for that matter, will eventually run into the problem of how to store and carry their pens. You may think that you will only need something very simple when you're first starting out, when you only have about 4 or 5 pens. But as you get deeper into the hobby, it becomes a sometimes overwhelming issue. So today I thought I would show you some of my pen storage solutions, and I will tell you the ones that I like the best and what purposes I use each one for, or whether I use them at all. So let's get started on this, shall we? I guess the best way to organize this video is to go from the smallest options up to my largest options. And for the smallest options, you have these pen sleeves. And as you delve into the pen hobby, you will often be sent these type of sleeves when you order a pen, especially if you order a commissioned pen from a small pen maker. You will get these little kimono type sleeves. And Galen Leather frequently gives these nice leather sleeves out when you go to the big pen shows like the DC show, where Galen Leather has tables, and they will give these out as complimentary gifts. And so these are nice if you only want to carry or protect one pen. And then we have the single sleeve Rickshaw pen sleeves as well. This one came with a pen that I had commissioned from Skogsy Pens. And Rickshaw makes excellent pen storage solutions for your pens, and they are famous for having this nice fuzzy soft material inside their pen sleeves and pen cases and pen rolls to help protect your pens from being scratched. And this was the extremely nice pen that I had commissioned from Skogsy Pens, and I keep it right in this pen sleeve. Well, let's take a detour for just a moment from Rickshaw bags. This is my Pusheen pencil case, and this isn't really appropriate for fountain pens unless they are inexpensive fountain pens that you don't really care whether they get, knocked together and beat up a little bit. But I love this pencil case, and I was in the habit of carrying some gloves ever since the COVID epidemic, and I have some earplugs for travel, and this little pocket pen that my daughter Robin gave me for quick notes. And this doesn't really qualify for carrying fountain pens, but I just love him. Now back to Rickshaw. I purchased this really nice 6-pen roll from Van Ness Pen Company. If you're not familiar with Rickshaw, and I feel that most of you are, they will work with pen retailers and pen makers to design your own pen storage solutions. A lot of the small pen makers will have pen sleeves made with their logos or their own personal designs on it. And this one is from Van Ness. I think the colors in this are beautiful. And again, we have that really luscious fur, fake fur lining. Just take a quick look at the pens I have in here. My Polar Night, now Velour Horizon Polar Night. Novelor Horizon Cirrus Sky. A Pelican M600 Glauco Cambon. And the light in here is not good enough to show you how beautiful this pen is. But this video isn't about showing off pens anyway. My Visconti Homo Sapiens Earth Origins pen. The Pelican M600 Turquoise. And a Montegrappa Elmo Red Abalone. And I said that I would tell you how I use these. I use this 6-pen roll. I like to have some pens sitting on the end table next to my seat on the couch so that I can journal in the evenings and write in the evenings and just fiddle with my pens in the evenings. And I need a secure and safe place for my pens on the side table. And so this pen roll, Rickshaw pen roll, is one of the items that I keep on that side table so that I can just reach over and grab a pen whenever I want to do some writing. These smaller pen sleeves are great for, if you just want to take one pen out. But I really don't use these very often. And I keep my Skogsy pen in this pen sleeve on my side table as well, along with my Rickshaw pen roll. And then I have several Rickshaw pen koozies. This is one that the Carolina Pen Company had made up. I told you that Rickshaw worked very well with the small pen makers to make Rickshaw koozies and pen rolls to promote their businesses. I recently watched a video. If I can find that video again, I will leave a link in the description box that shows a little bit about how it shows Rickshaw's setup, their work setup, and a little bit about how they go about making their wonderful products. And the outsides are made of this sort of canvasy-like material that is probably water repellent. I don't know that it's waterproof, but I'm sure that it's somewhat water repellent. And it has the beautiful fuzzy interiors. I often carry one of these to a pen show. And Carolina Pen Company also has the pen sleeves, the individual pen sleeves. Right now I don't have anything on the inside of this pen koozie. I'm using the outside pocket to store my ink swatch cards, so that I will always know where they are when I'm doing a pen review video and I want to show the ink that I'm using. And this is another Rickshaw bag. This is one that Robin Hyde at Pencopia Pictorial gave me. She had been using it for a while, and I admired it so much that she just gave it to me, which I felt a little bit guilty about, but I sure do appreciate it. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that nice? And it has it has this open slot here for pens or a small travel size notepad, and then it has individual slots for your pens there. And here are a couple more individual pen sleeves that I was just storing in there. Another Galen leather pen sleeve. I don't remember right this second what pen came in that, but it did come with a pen that I ordered. And I also store my Hongdian N24 Golden Dragon in a rickshaw bag because the girth of it and the design of it is too much to put in my regular pen storage case, which I will be showing you later on. But I love this pen. It writes so well, and it has such a pretty nib. All right, I'm not going to be able to get that in focus right now, but I really like this pen. And I use these for mainly travel and going to pen shows. And this isn't really a pen storage solution, but it is a travel solution. This is a larger rickshaw bag with a nice slip pocket in the front. And I just have all kinds of things in here. It comes with an over-the-shoulder strap, which is adjustable. And in here I have lots of my pen show lanyards. And we have a nice bright orange lining with a slip pocket on either side. And it opens up quite large on the inside. And I won this at the last DC show. Mark Dwight kindly donated some rickshaw products to be raffled off. Not exactly a raffle. It was just kind of one of those situations where you throw your name in the hat. And Mike Matheson was doing the seminar that day and talking about bags and backpacks and messenger bags and so forth. Mike loves bags. And Mark Dwight kindly donated a few rickshaw items, and I won this one. And Mark also attended that seminar, and he approached myself and Robin after it was over with and gave us one of these cool rickshaw lanyards. We were both so pleased because we had heard prior to the show that he would be giving these out, and we were so happy and honored to be given one of these. And you can just wear it around your neck if you want to carry one pen to a pen show, and pop your pen in there, and you're ready to go. This size bag also works great to carry around pen shows because the strap, as I've said, it's adjustable. You can wear it crossbody, and that way your hand's free so that you can look at all the beautiful pens without having to worry about holding onto your bag. And this is my Delfonics bag. These have become very popular recently, not only in the fountain pen community, but with people who want to carry their art supplies around with them, their pens and pencils and gel pens and markers and so forth. These have become extremely popular. I added the strap because I have carried this bag to pen shows as well. So the strap doesn't come with it. I've just put the strap on so that I could carry this as a crossbody bag. And it has these little handy slip pockets. At the front of the bag, you have two slip pockets, about cell phone size, and then you have these little individual pen slots. On the back side, you have slip pockets and a Velcro pocket. And since the last time I used this, I was going to a pen show. I carry supplies in it because you'll get to a pen show, especially if you're staying for the weekend, and you will buy pens or buy inks, and you'll want to go ahead and ink them up and try them out. So I carry a few pen cleaning and ink storage supplies with me. Ziploc bags for pen samples so that they don't leak into my bag. I don't honestly remember why I was carrying a spoon. And a pipette for drawing up ink. But you see you have a nice space there. And it stays securely closed with the Velcro. And I put this keychain on here to the zipper works great, but it does have a fairly small handle, so I put the key rings on to make it easier to grab hold of. And here we have some more pen show supplies. I have this little block to set a pen sample in so that it doesn't spill. A nice notebook for testing out pens and ink samples. Some little plastic bottles for nibs, ink samples, whatever you would want to carry. So we have this open space here, and then we have two more slip pockets here. A slip pocket here, and I have a bulb syringe for cleaning. And another slip pocket here, and I have some paper towels for ink and some Q-tips for cleaning or swatching inks. And that is the Delfonics bag. They come in all different colors, and as you can see, are handy for many purposes. I would be remiss if I left out Galen leather. I've already shown you a couple of their individual pen sleeves, and I don't know that you would consider this a full-time pen storage solution, although it could be if you only have about 4 or 5 pens, but it's mostly handy for travel, although if you have pens loaded up in here and a notepad, which I do, it's quite heavy because it's real leather. But, you know, if you drop it, which I have, there's a good chance your pens are going to come through that accident just fine. And it has a very sturdy zipper. It's very attractive to look at. And you can store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fountain pens in here. This removes for easy access. You have this little pocket here, which the pen board fits in. You have a little sleeve here, a little section here, and I still have some stickers in there. And you have these little slots here for business cards. You always pick up cards at pen shows or your own business cards. And then you have a generous opening here. A key ring. I don't use it for that purpose, but it comes equipped with a key ring. And then this little slot here would probably be for a flash drive, or you could coil up some charger cords or something and slip in there. And I use this a lot. I really love it. And I have a Cosmo Airlight notepad in it. As you can see, I use this thing a lot. And there's just a lot of pages in this notebook. And it slips right in here. If you prefer to use a notepad such as a top fold Rhodia notepad, it'll slip right in the top there. I love this. These are expensive. There's no getting around that. But and it took me a while to talk myself into buying one, but I'm glad I did. I really love it. Now I'm going to get down to, before I show you my large full-time pen storage, I'm going to get down to some things I paid less money for that came in boxes, subscription boxes that can be used to store fountain pens, but I mostly have my collections of rollerball and ballpoint pens in them because these are items that just came to me from other sources and that I never really sought out to store fountain pens in, like this little case. Here's a couple of Pelican pen sleeves. Those are kind of nice. And this little case is supposed to stand up. You can slide this top part down, and then it's supposed to stand. But I've never had any luck, or very much luck, getting it to stand. So I honestly don't use this very much. But this came to me in an Illumicrate subscription box, and that is a book subscription that I used to be subscribed to. And that is also how I got this pen roll. And the reason I don't carry this, I don't use it for fountain pens, because it's very bulky. It's very bulky, and you load it up with pens, and it's very heavy. It does carry a lot of pens, though. It's made out of a canvas-type material that does not have soft material on the inside, and that's another reason I wouldn't use it for my really good fountain pens, because it has a rough texture on the inside. But at one time, before I became interested in fountain pens, I was interested in Angel Shop pens, and I bought way too many of them. Way too many of them. But at the time, when I didn't know about the fountain pen world, I thought these were really pretty. And so I have a lot of them. But again, I don't really use this for any other reason, because you have to, this tie is aggravating, and it's bulky and it's heavy. And then also from the Angel Shop are these little soft pouches, and I do love these. I don't use them for my fountain pens because it's just an open pouch. There's no compartments, no pen slots, and the pens would all rattle together and hit together. Here's another one that I got from the Angel Shop. But I like to feel them. They have a nice tactile sensation. This one is my favorite. I love the colors. And they do have nice zippers. And here are some more of my Angel Shop pens that I keep in their little pen sleeves. And this was an effort to preserve the finish on them. And I have a lot of them. At some point, I think I may put these up for sale. Because I don't write with them. And I have a lot. And they're just, you feel bad when you have a lot of pens that you're not using. But I will keep these pen pouches, whatever I do with the pens, because I love to touch them. I love to pet them. Now we come down to my full-time, long-term storage solutions. And I can't really show you this pen case in its right orientation. I can't, my camera setup won't allow me to show you the entire thing in this orientation, so I'm going to turn it sideways, but it is meant to be in the vertical position. And this is the Kaco pen case, K-A-C-O, that's widely available on Amazon. This is the largest size. It holds 40 pens. It is water resistant, and it comes in this heather gray color and a black color. And I like it so much that I have 3 of them and am on the verge of ordering a 4th one. It has a nice sturdy zipper, and I've been using these for a while, and I haven't had any problems with the zippers. And you can see here we have pen slots, elastic pen slots for 20 pens on each size. These elastics are a little tight to start with for the girthier pens, but they will expand, they will stretch to accommodate large pens, because I mostly have large pens. The only pen that I haven't been able to get into one of these cases is the aforementioned Honged In N24 pen, and that is only because of that dragon head design on it. Another thing that I like about this case is that it has these flaps that fold over on each side, that is lined with this very soft material to keep the pens from hitting together when you close the case. You can see we have the flap on each side. And the reason I'm going to order another one is I've bought so many pens that I only have a couple of spots left. And I like to organize my pens. I like to organize them I like to keep my Chinese made pens together, my Leonardos together, my Pelicans together, even within the Chinese group of pens, I like to keep my Asvines together. I like to organize my pens instead of just having them random. And that way, and the way that I store my cases, then I kind of know which pens are in which case. And if I want a particular pen, I can just go and take that case out. And I'm not constantly searching. These are for the most part, my small maker pens. This is a zebra pen here. I just needed, you'll see some random pens in these cases because I'm running out of storage space, but these are my small maker pens, little pen designs, David Dollar pens, Mythic pens, Zodiac pens, Myers Pen Company pens, River City pens. There's a couple of Conklins, a Ferris Wheel Press Carousel, Sean Design Pocket 6, this is a ballpoint or rollerball pen made by a local man, a Joya, a Durrell's pens. I won this pen by singing. Adolphus at Durrell Pens, when he's at the pen shows, he will give people the opportunity to sing for a pen. And so I won this pen because I sang. And let me tell you, that just shows you how badly I wanted a pen, because I can't sing. There's a new pen, which I didn't have room in my other case where my other Banus are. Just Turnings, Divine Pens Plus, Mayfair pens, Relic pens, and these are 2 Chinese pens that I didn't have space for in my other case. And I've got 2 of my Pelican pens in the Van Ness Rickshaw pen roll. So that's why, or they would be right here when they're not in that pen roll. So you can see when they're in place, this pen case is entirely filled up except for a Twisby pen is missing from here. And there's my Leonardos, all my Leonardos. Most of my Novelor pens, I showed you 2 in the pen roll earlier. Twisbys, Sailor Estabrook, Pelicans, Pilots, and Banus. I'm going to be doing a review soon on my Parrot pens. Not really a review, a look back, because these pens were made some years ago, and I don't know if they're available anymore. It was hard for me to get these 2. So that is my permanent long-term storage solution. And I almost forgot this little bag, and I do not want to leave this out. And this is a little wonderful little handy bag, just the perfect size. I believe the brand name is So Easy. It's So Easy. And these are available from Amazon. It has a tough material on the outside, a handle. I just love this little bag. It has this zipper compartment in the front, and I have a bunch of stickers for my YouTube channel in here. And the top zips open, and it has 2 little slip pockets here. And a nice opening here. It's, well, I just dropped my stickers everywhere. So, anyway, it's perfect for art supplies. I have some extra accessories for my traveler's passport in there, and a whole bunch of stickers. So this is just perfect for art supplies. But the part that I like the best is the part that's suitable for fountain pens. And it has room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 pens, 12 fountain pens in here, with these nice elastics that are tight enough to keep your pens safe and secure, but not overly tight. It's just perfect. It's not too big. It's not too little. It's just perfect. It's just right. And in here I have a couple of Carolina Pen Company pens, a couple of Myers Pen Company pens, my Twisby VAC 700R, which when I am no longer wanting this pen in my rotation, it will go back in my long-term pen storage, a couple of Pen BBS pens that I'm trying to give some love to because they really write very well, a Mahjong M800, and my newest Leonardo, the Momento Zero Mother of Pearl. And these pens, plus the pens that I showed you in the Van Ness Rickshaw pen roll and the Skogsy pen, are the ones that are in my current rotation. And now I've got to gather up all these stickers and stick those back in here. These things are slippery as heck. So that is all of my pen storage solutions. I hope you enjoyed going on this journey with me today. What do you use for pen storage? Do you have any solutions? I would be happy to hear them. Thank you for watching.